Hello, everybody. That was a weird
Hi.
inflection. I've never brought us in like that.
Yeah, I
But
don't like
anyway,
that one. Go back to the normal one.
yeah, I'm sorry. Today's a little off. We're on episode
4.
2B, which
2B?
is
Yeah.
for us it's 4, but
Wait,
2B
no.
of Star versus the Force.
Is
Two
it
dash
Whatever.
4?
two.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
The
4.
episode is called School Spirit. Whatever number it is, we're on School Spirit. Um,
Because we have to
I'll
be different from the internet.
I'll leave it to you guys first. I'll save my thoughts to
On
after you.
School
What did you
Spirit?
guys think?
So, one thing that I will say for context is that I didn't watch this episode immediately after the previous one because of just how we do these. I watched this like a little bit after. And one complaint that I had about the previous episode that we all had about the previous episode is that it felt filler-y, like nothing really mattered. Um Kind of the same thing here, honestly. I feel like had I watched this previous episode immediately after, had I watched episode 2B immediately after 2A, I would have been pissed off. I think a little bit of a break. It didn't like completely dissuade me from feeling like, all right, this was pointless, but I guess it lightened the blow a little bit, I feel.
All right. What did you think before we get into it? What did you think, Josh?
I'm gonna be a little contrarian. I didn't hate these episodes.
Or just this one.
This one specifically.
Yeah.
They're all fillery. But I didn't particularly hate them, probably because I've been spoiled on the dark, serious stuff
The
in later seasons.
So you kind of
But-
miss the lighthearted days.
Yeah. I also kind of miss when I can like Marco, but I mean,
We'll get there.
Yeah, hopefully.
I stopped liking Marco very quickly, but it's not in this episode.
Polo.
No. Is there a polo?
No.
Does Marco
That
wear
would-
a polo? Is that what he wears like in the summer?
No, he only wears a hoodie.
Oh, poor guy. His pits must. It's gonna suck for him in high. They're in high school. Oof. Yeah, Marco, you're gonna be because I'd imagine they're like closer to the south because they have cactuses
know.
growing like in their front yard. Which,
They're probably in New Mexico.
well, I don't know where cactuses grow, but I don't know if they grow in like Wisconsin.
They grow in Texas too, so somewhere south.
Oh, we have
Well-
them in North Carolina.
I thought
Or
this
south.
episode was funny and it was
Yeah.
fun, but because of the like way we watch shows in 2018, it felt I don't know. It doesn't capture your attention when you're watching multiple episodes back to back and each one is just like, "Woo, here's this." All right, and then woo, here's this, and then woo.
And kind of, I feel
I
like
understand.
even more like if you're just like, let's say that you're someone who like waits each week for individual episodes of or like episodes of Star to come out. I don't know. I feel like if I was waiting for a week and this is what I got, I'd be like, really?
Well, the first 3 episodes came out strong, and then the next 3 are kind of
Well,
fillery.
kind of the first 2, I think.
Yeah.
So anyway, what happens in this episode, Dare?
So what happens in this episode? There's a football game going on between 2 schools. I forget what's the name of Star School?
Opossums.
Okay, yeah,
Opossums.
that's we don't remember the names of the school, but we're gonna go by the teams. Star School is the Opossums, and the opposing school are the Warriors.
I like that you wrote Warriors.
They are the Warriors. That would be way more funny. But
That's what I said.
yeah, the opposing team, they're the Warriors, and the Possums suck. They're awful. And Marco is talking to Star about how the Possums are going to get killed and destroyed by the Warriors. And Star doesn't know what that means, so she takes it literally. And
Like Rugrats.
yeah, and she starts to mount, defenses for the upcoming Warriors. Whereas there's a subplot of Marco. Well, the person who is like in the possum suit, what's his name? Ferguson.
Fat friend.
Yeah, Ferguson. We were introduced to him, I think, in the last episode. Not the last, the second to last. I think it was the last. And Ferguson is fucked. And this
Ferguson-
episode further cements the idea of Ferguson just being fucked. Because he's wearing the possum suit to attract women, which is like, I don't want to get too far down that road, but
There's some women he might attract with that suit.
yeah, it's not traditional ideas of normal, I'll say, to try to say this as politely as possible.
To be fair, there's not a lot of traditional normalcy in this show.
That's true.
Yep.
But so yeah, Marco was trying, like, the Warriors every year they kidnap the Possum's mascot, and Marco's trying to keep Ferguson safe. Subplot doesn't go anywhere. Doesn't mean anything.
The whole subplot of Marco trying to keep Ferguson safe leads up to a single punchline.
Yeah, which it doesn't have anything, like, often a subplot should have to do with the same theme of the main plot. Which I guess if the main theme is like, I don't know, I feel like the theme on Star's End is overreacting to something that you don't understand.
I guess the theme on Marco's End is...
I guess it's overreaction still, but I feel like they're overreacting
Yeah.
for different reasons.
Except Marco was proven not to overact because as soon as he walks away, Ferguson gets stolen.
Can we also talk about the number of deaths in this episode?
Oh my god, that's something that I had. People get
Fucking body
fucked
count.
up.
It starts off, they mentioned something about the possum being dead. I'm like, jeez, I remember when we were growing up, you couldn't even say the word die in a kid show. They just straight up killed off a character.
Well, the possum was an actual, literal possum.
Still.
I'm just surprised.
Rest
they
in peace,
didn't be
possum.
Like, oh, possum's in the shadow realm or something. Like, no, that thing's dead.
He don't live in this plane of existence no more. Speaking, but like, yeah, like everyone dies. You know, as the episode goes on, Star is mounting her defense, and at the climax, you know, the two football teams are gonna duke it out, and Star has booby trapped the entire football field. Like,
Which got a legitimate laugh out of it.
Oh, that was
Like,
that was
actually
really
laughed
funny.
out loud with the and then she set a bunch of monsters free to attack the other team. I literally was just on the. I thought that was really funny.
One thing that
the
got
door
me,
just opened up.
yeah, that's
Especially
what I
with
was
the
gonna
fire.
say. Like, the portal opens up and sucks some of the players into it, and when Star, you know, eventually Marco is like, "Dog, I didn't mean literally kill. I meant beat us in a game." And Star's like, "Oh, my bad."
Oops.
And like, she's trying to fix it, and there's one part where like she opens these portals to hell, I guess. And like, there's this scene where a guy is getting dragged into one, and Star is holding him, trying to help him out. And then I think like Marco is getting chased by a monster, and she lets him go. And the way this guy screams as he's sucked into hell is so sad.
It's just dark,
he
man.
dead.
Right? Like, Jesus Christ. But that's kind of it. Like, it's funny. We're introduced to Brittany Wong, I guess. That's relevant.
No, it's not.
Oh, never mind.
I liked her hair flip. That
That
was
was
the only
that was
moment
good. Like
of
when
her
she
that I
snapped it at Star. And
Yeah, that was the
Went
only
psh.
moment of her that I liked. I don't remember anything else. Well, actually, I liked some of the "I'm so rich and you're poor" jokes, but I don't remember any of them.
Yeah.
If that means anything.
So, I guess that's that. I mean,
There were male cheerleaders. I noticed that.
yeah, good for Star, you know, moving past gender norms and trying to,
And not rely on stereotypes
yeah.
until the very end.
Well,
when
you know, you
they
have
were
to-
running away like little girls, and it was like, oh, okay.
When you use all of your creative juices on jokes early, and you gotta, you know, I guess. just-
Also, what was her name? Brittany?
yeah.
Yeah, when she got eaten at the end, I was like, oh, she dead. She wasn't dead. I kind of wish she had just stayed eaten.
She got this episode, like we have mentioned previously, that this show reminds us of Powerpuff Girls, and that people just get fucked up. a lot of these are innocent people in this. Like, Star's terrible.
I mean, even Brittany, like, she was spit up. She's gonna be haunted by the trauma of being eaten by this otherworldly abomination for the rest of her life.
Right. Two people are in hell.
So
Children.
thanks, Star.
Like high
Wonderful
school children.
main character, guys.
But she's funny. So
So all is forgiven.
yeah. I don't know. Marco's boring in this episode, I think. Like, I guess him going crazy is something, but I don't know.
Marco boring, you don't say.
So
Now, we'll get into it in the future.
yeah.
But yeah,
I kind of think that's it. Like, I don't know. This episode was it's not bad, but
yeah.
I would say, like, if I was watching this show with someone, this would be an episode that's like, yeah, you don't have to watch this one.
Yeah, like, it's funny, but if you're interested in the plot, you can skip this one.
Yeah. But we did.
There is a thing about it. Like, isn't this the episode where the Book of Spells is introduced?
That's the next episode.
Oh, never mind. You don't need this one. Never mind.
Yep, so skip. This is not like a hard skip, but like a soft skip, I think.
A soft skip.
Yeah.
Not like a skip, more like a...
Yeah, you can skip it.
You've got nothing better to do.
So, yeah, does that cover? Anyone else have special thoughts?
I liked her when the war began. I liked that Star's hearts turned into little skulls on her cheeks. I thought that was
Yeah.
cute.
It Star's about
than
it, dude.
that.
That's one thing that I'll give Star. She is about that action. Like,
Yep.
if shit was ever gonna pop off, I'd want Star in my corner.
Yep.
She'll make a good queen.
She's a shooter.
She shoots first.
Yeah, like, good on her.
All right.
I mean, you'll understand Star's character when you get to her dad. Her dad is fucked.
Well, so is she. So, but we'll get there later.
So is she.
But yeah, I think that covers it. Episode 3,
School spirit.
School Spirit.
Episode
Yeah, that's
2 for all you people out there.
Yeah. Yay! See you next time.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we annihilate?
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
Bye-bye.